Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to Invasions Week 5 Day 1. So, we have Wargares to use this week. They are going to be horrible, absolutely horrible. There are almost no good Wargares. The few that are slightly better don't really synergize with each other even when you have to use pure Wargear. And it's just going to be one gigantic mess. So we'll be starting off with the team that I used initially. We're probably going to have to tweak it eventually, as I don't think it's going to last through all of the battles, but we'll see how far it goes and just go from there. So let's go over to the invasion. Also, my streaming program's being really weird right now, so if you're noticing any lag, it is probably from that this time around. But let's go and just get into this. We're going to be running with Sir Wolfric, which is that new guy for invasions. We have this new weapon right here, which is basically like a Mang, except it does triple damage. It doesn't gain the attack value though, which is unfortunate, but still going to be pretty handy. And there goes the thing trying to lag. Gosh, the entirety of OBS right now is just lagging my entire computer. Everything was perfectly fine 10 minutes ago. And then the second I try launching it, it's like, nope. Hopefully that won't persist. But anyways, we have this weapon destroys an enemy's armor and then deals damage them and deals triple if they are greater life, which in these initial battles will not be doing anything. But of course on the later ones, it's going to be doing triple every single time. We're using a slightly different hero class for once. This thing counts as a Mystic, the Orb Weaver, so we get 10% additional stats. Additionally, we can summon a giant spider off of this whenever it takes HP damage. And when this occurs, we will be able to get a giant spider into Spirit Dancer into giant spider, and keep looping it back and forth, basically into infinite mana, which is the goal of essentially what we'll be doing with that. So, yeah, let's get into it, see how we do. Of course, we're at the easier initial battles first, so they should be a breeze early on. But once we start getting to the later ones is when it will start to get a little more difficult. I don't think I'm going to bother revamping the team for the other battles, or for these initial battles, though. There really isn't much of a need to, given how few Wargear options we really have. Also, hello, everyone. Hello, Demon or Angel. Hello, Sippleman. Hello, Taz. Hello, Danny. Hello, Dragon Ball Z fan. Hello, Painting. Hello, Captain. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Alonso. And that's everyone. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. And we'll have a redeem code a little bit later on as well. And, oh, yeah. The stream from yesterday, the Q&A stream did end up occurring. As far as new information, we didn't really learn too much other than that they're going to be planning some really huge hero and kingdom reworks for next patch. The star levels that we know and love, well, maybe not love, but the star levels that exist within the game are going to be getting a pretty big overhaul. They're actually going to be expanding it further than 10 stars. They're probably expanding it all the way to 15 or 20 stars, probably 20, given that literally everything in this game feels like goes to 20. So probably 20 stars. Whatever stars you currently have will be retained, but they will have a system that makes it easier to understand what you need to do for each star level, which should help newer players quite a bit because it can be a little bit confusing, the whole system that they have for it. It's also really strange that it starts costing more later on, yet there's really no indication of that within the game. It's just really confusing, and they're basically going to be overhauling it for a better system, essentially. Also, they aren't nerfing it at all. They're keeping all the same rewards that are currently there, but also adding new ones on top of it. So we'll see exactly what happens with all that. Now let's go for a poke right there, and one more skull will do it. Obviously, these are really easy ones. Need to go blow past them. Should probably even just go switch to Dawnbringer at this point, though there isn't anything under this coloration that synergizes with Dawnbringer. But it would basically just one-shot them for these initial battles. Yeah, the stream didn't really go over much. It kind of just mentioned things that we already kind of knew. They mentioned some things about pets. I don't think they really confirmed much about pets, other than that one interesting thing they did mention was they're planning on adding different various buff pets, like maybe a pet that ends up making poison better or burn better. And every single one of those that they ever add, if they do indeed decide to do so, are going to be really, really good. But they didn't really mention too much on that, just that it's something that they're thinking about. Okay, so let's go and let's take a grain for now. Start getting the mana on that. A little bit annoying that we don't start with half mana, but I think overall it's going to be better. We'll find out. I might need to switch my hero class later. We'll see. I kind of need to deny out his yellow. The only really bad thing about the current team I'm using is if we're up against a Valraven, I gain no value for denying his yellows, which is bad. Normally you would want to have something to gain value off of it. There aren't really too many good Wargear yellows, though. What is there? There's Ranger, and that's it. That's pretty much it. I guess we could use Dawnbringer as our hero weapon, but then we'd have to completely revamp the rest of our team around that if we wanted to go do that. Could also use Sun and Moon, but that will just block her as well. Okay, so let's go and just take a blue, throw a poke at him, go from there. But yeah, I am not looking forward to doing the invasions this week, that is for sure. It's going to be a really annoying week. Oh, we found a Griffling. Or I didn't find one, but someone in my guild found a Griffling. That's really nice. That's one of the really important ones as well. We'll need to make sure to go get that before the stream ends. Hello, Oscar, an analyst. Welcome. Also, whoa, that noise is loud. Let me go lower that some. Oh no! It's not even letting me open my volume mixer. Okay, never mind. There it goes. Hate when it doesn't do that. That sometimes happens to me even when the computer isn't laggy for whatever reason. It'll sometimes make it so I can't even go and open up my little audio mixer thing, or you know, the thing that you do to adjust the volume. Not quite sure what causes that, but it happens sometimes. Anyways, it is working though, and even if it wasn't, you could just do it under Device Manager. It's just more annoying doing it that way. Okay, we'll go under the green, move that down, get a little bit of mana we need, take another green. We don't have a skull, so we'll just take... Oh, whoops. Yeah, okay, never mind. That's fine. That was a mistake, but it still worked. We'll go and throw a poke, go from there. Oh, double stealthy. What are you doing? Got me with a double stealthy. Yeah, this kingdom does have a lot of stealths. The Pride lands. We only have to fight them for the initial battles, though. Once we reach 4 towers, we never see them again. This team moves so sluggishly. Maybe I will need to go put a Dawnbringer in here. There we go. And down it goes. Hello, Max. Welcome. You got your 37 pet last night. Congrats. And then they upped the pet total to 45. Wait, did they really? They aren't actually in the game, though, but did they... Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Let's see. What's under unowned? Are all these actually added to the game? Also, why aren't they loading? Do they not have an image? Or am I just lagging? Oh, they just don't have images. Okay, I thought it was like lagging for a second. It's like, I've never seen this before. No, they just legitimately have no image whatsoever. Interesting. We have Baby Beard. What does it do? Dwarf bonus. We have the Bunny Chick, which is for, I assume, Easter 2019, since we already had Easter this year. The Kit Sith, which is for Bright Forest. The Little Freedom, which I believe is for July 4th. Is it cosmetic pet? Yeah, it doesn't have any. Well, the cosmetic pets are given out for certain events. We have the Mini Giant, which is a giant bonus. We have White Helm, nice, with the Sacred Cub. We have Shallow Boar for Kazil. And we have the Tiny Tort, which is going to be given out for some kind of event. No clue what on earth that would be given out for. But yeah, those are the 8s. They don't currently exist. Not sure why they just magically came into existence here. Let me actually go open up the little page and see if we can find our images real quick. Let me control find the baby, whatever that was. Let's see, baby Beard. Nope, they currently don't have any images here. Let me go check if the other ones have any, like Bunny Chick. Bunny Chick. Nope, that's weird. None of these actually have an image. Not only in the game do they not have an image, but not even on the spoiler thread do they have a image. Nope, Kit Sith doesn't have one either. Sacred Cub doesn't have one. Mini Giant doesn't have one. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's up with all these, but not even the spoiler thread has images for them. Odd. But yeah, it's kind of weird that they're just randomly like that. But yeah, there's only 37 pets currently. Those don't actually exist yet, obviously. You don't even have images for them yet. I guess they just accidentally snuck in when they were doing something. Maybe fixing something last night. Anyways. What's the next battles? Showing unknown on Xbox does not have the graphics, but does list a lot of pets that are apparently coming. Yeah, we already saw all those in the little thing right there. But yeah, it's showing on PC Mobile too. Showing the exact same thing. And yeah, they don't have images. Not even the spoiler thread has them. I was gonna show them all if they did via the spoiler thread, but not even they're not even posted there because it checks the game files and the game files just don't have them in there. Okay, we'll go and check the brown, check the blue, hope for a red cascade, or just manually take it. Okay, I'm about to go switch to Dawnbringer. These things go way too slow with this. What do we kill first? I guess the first Akima, since she already has some mana. We'll go take the yellow to blue. Grab that skull the second time around. Grab that skull the first time around. And now we just need one more little poke for it, and that'll be match. Take a little bit of green, take the other ability, dead. And down it goes. Okay, we're now up to 1 tower. I don't know. Do we keep it just for now? Or do we just replace out Dawnbringer? I guess I could keep that and then replace this with Dawnbringer just for now. The only real problem with that is I'm not using a half mana start weapon, and I can't switch it because of the 50 gem cost. I might just have to keep what we're using now. I think it's going to be fine. Worst comes to worst, the only thing we won't be able to deal with well is Valraven. So then again, out of everything that we should be dealing with, that's probably the most important one. But we still have a single target for it. We have 2 single targets, actually. So I guess worst comes to worst, just throw every single target we have at him. And that'll be the game plan. I can convert out yellow as well, but I would need a lot of purple mana. And only exclusively purple mana would be able to do that, because we need it for our convert, and he's blocking our blue. So we'll take some purple. Start getting that up in case he feels like getting Valraven mana. Need to make sure I don't accidentally give him a 5 times or anything like that either. That would give him a guaranteed chance to try to evade us. So there we go. And now we can just convert out yellow. We can also deny it out with a Spirit Fox if we were to get a summon from it. But of course, we don't have a spot for it yet. I'll just go for this. Go for the hit. Kill that out immediately. Yeah, this weapon's going to be pretty bad initially, that's for sure. Maybe I should just replace it with Dawnbringer for now. Only real big issue with that is I can't feed green into it if it's a Dawnbringer. Alright, we got that tower guy over there. We can go hit him with the wolf that does a bunch of additional damage to him. I think I'm just going to take a red here and let him have the skull. So we'll go do that. Oh, never mind. We get the skull. We'll take the other skull. And now we just throw both abilities in him, and that'll be match. This will do the triple damage. He'll hit us one more time. And we can just hit him back and just take a skull. Oh, oops. Wait. Oh, we're stunned. We're stunned. Really? If I lose the battle to that, we're not going to, but could you imagine? I didn't see that he was stunned. I was thinking that it would do 3 times damage, which it should have done, but it didn't because, yeah, stunned. So it disabled our trait that was going to kill it. Luckily, we still easily got the battle, which we should be able to this early on in these. But yeah, this team is so clunky, wow. I was using it earlier in PvP just to kind of mess around with it, and it seemed to be going okay, but it was always towards the slower side. Okay, we'll go take the red over. Yeah, there is not much under Wargares. I really want to use Fenrir into something. I think might be one of the better ones. I was thinking initially of using Fenrir into this guy, but he's not a beast, so you don't get the 2 times bonus, which makes it a lot less effective. I was even thinking of using one without a hero at all, and doing that with her. But, again, he's not a beast, so it's not worth doing. Yeah, we'll go for the kill right here. Oh, wait, never mind. Wrong ability. I need him to be full mana. We'll take a purple. We'll go grab this twice, I guess. Take a skull. Nothing that we can actually kill with this due to our HP surprisingly being so high right now that we can't. This tier to armor, so anything with 35 HP or less, we do instantly kill. So we'll go for that. Doesn't it get boost ratio based on something? Oh, never mind, yeah. The HP, if they have more HP, is what it's boost ratioed off of. Okay, we'll just go aim that on the yellows. Take a skull, throw the other poke, go from there. And that will almost be matched. Oh, he agiled it. So I'll take the other one. He agiled it twice! Really? Okay, good thing that has a higher durability, so that thing will always keep hitting that instead. That's fine. We'll go take some reds. Did he seriously just agile 3 times in a row? I kind of want to keep him alive just to see if it'll do... Oops, never mind. Just to see if he would do it 4 times in a row. Apparently, we won't get to see that, but we'll go take a skull, and that'll be the final blow. Yeah, 3 agiles in a row at 20% chance. Also, that armor he gives is near useless, the 8 armor to everything. Especially in this kind of game mode. I don't even know why they did that. The new system to get Kingdom Stars with questline or something else, it's going to be based on certain objectives. For example, it'll tell you you need to do X. And if you do X, you will get that star, basically. And it's essentially going to be for every single kingdom a list of things that you need to do. And if you do that, boom, you'll get another star. and you get to accumulate all your stars and go up that way. Seems to be the kind of system. So let's say one of them is complete out the quest line, boom, you get a star. Complete out every challenge within the kingdom, boom, you get a star. Kind of like how it was way back in the day. But then it'll also be other things like fully trait 10 troops within the kingdom, boom, you get a star, and stuff like that. Or obtain X amount of troops within the kingdom, you get a star, and other things similar to that kind of thing. It'll actually be like a specific objective of do X amount of this, and if you obtain this, then it will give you a star. And you would need to accumulate however many stars there will be. We know that there's going to be more stars than there is now. We don't know how many, but based on the fact that they keep doing 20 for everything, it's probably 20. So yeah, that would be twice as many as there is now. Not sure if they're going to rescale the rewards or what exactly. They said they would retain all current rewards, but they didn't specifically state if they would rebalance it. Like if, for example, they would keep the rewards, but let's say move it back even further. But based on how the wording, it did seem like they would just plain out keep it. So, for example, the current 10-star reward would remain the 10-star reward, even when they go to like a 20-star system, or whatever the system they go to. Oh, oops, what am I doing? I don't need mana. We already have mana for everything that uses green, so I don't need to cast that. We'll just go for the poke here, and down it goes. And there we go. Oh yeah, daily tasks are coming. Did I not even mention that? Yeah, daily tasks are going to be coming next patch. This was actually something that was supposed to come the previous patch, but they ended up pushing it over to this patch. I believe I mentioned it before, but yes, I forgot to re-mention it now. They are bringing daily tasks. I believe they're reworking it some too. That's what they stated the last time when they mentioned, though they didn't really state anything about it this time around during the previous stream on if they would rebalance them or not compared to what they currently are on console. But yes, we are indeed for sure getting tasks starting next patch, which is going to be kind of cool. How relevant are they? Not really. Daily tasks, to my understanding, aren't really that worth going for. But still, if you're on, and you might as well just do them for the extra little bit of resources. But unless it's like a really big reward, it's not really worth going for most of the time. Okay, she just created a bunch of skulls, so thank you for that. And down it goes. What are rewards for daily tasks? Very, very small things, like sometimes a small amount of keys, sometimes a small amount of gems. Normally it's just like a small amount of gold or glory or something like that, though, to my understanding. And there also is a possibility that they will be rebalancing it. I actually don't know too much about it, just because, of course, I don't play on the console version. But if you ask any console player about it, they will probably know way more than I would on that. But even then, they did mention in the past that they're probably going to rework the daily task system if it did come to PC Mobile. Okay, we'll go take the skull over. So even what it is on console right now may still be changed. It's way better than the codes you retrieve. Is it? Is it that much better? I always thought it was like really, really small resources. But if it was gems and diamonds and stuff, then yeah, it probably would be worth it to go out of your way to go do it. Okay, we'll go and what do we convert out? Is there anything worth converting out? I guess we go for red. There aren't too many other options really available that will extra turn for us automatically. So we do want to make sure we go and get that. Take the skull over. Take the brown. And we'll just go throw this. Speaking about brown, we'll just throw it down to brown again so we get our weapon that will one-shot them. And just double check the board, take another skull, and we'll be good to go from there. And now we can just poke into a poke and that'll be matched. So we'll go take all that down. Here, have your poke, and then we'll go for the other one. And that'll be that. How goes the run? It is annoying. Is what it's going so far. The towers this week. But yeah, we'll see how it goes once we start reaching the later ones. This team will actually start getting, ironically, this team will start getting better the further we get into these. Because the initial ones, this team is set up to work specifically if they have higher HP than our hero. And obviously they're nowhere near that yet, but they will be by the time we reach 4 towers, if I'm not mistaken. For sure, hope they will be. That would be awkward if I get to the towers and they have like just below my HP, like 70 or something. That might actually end up happening. That's gonna be actually really bad if that does, but hopefully that will not be the case. That or we need to find a way to reduce this guy's HP. I guess we could put him in first slot, but that would defeat the purpose of using the hero class, which is supposed to replace first slot with a giant spider. At least he's still one-shots. Probably by the time he stops one-shotting, this thing will start one-shotting. That'll be annoying. If that is the case. We're gonna move that down. Get our kill on first slot if he'll let me have it. And then we just axe out the other guy for instant kill, since he gets rid of all his armor first. And there we go. It'll be really cool once they start adding even more of these, like, Manglul weapons. They have a lot of potential. Oh, and there's Valraven first slot. Very nice. So, new mythic weapon in version 3.5. They did mention that they're expanding the Soulforge, but no mention of a mythic weapon, no. But yeah, there was no mention at all of a mythic weapon. But they are doing something to Soulforge. They didn't say what it was, but they are adding something to Soulforge next patch. But they kept it very secretive. So maybe it is a mythic weapon, but I think it's something other than a mythic weapon. Though, who knows, maybe it's both. Maybe it's a mythic weapon and what they were also mentioning or thinking of, that they kept secret from us. They're also planning a pretty major map rework later this year as well. They ended up mentioning, which we kind of already knew about as well. But, yeah, they're planning on reworking the map because they're running out of space. I think they only have enough room for like 1 or 2 more kingdoms, so they gotta rework it, or else there's, yeah, they won't be able to add any more kingdoms. So not sure what they're doing with that, but I believe they might be overhauling the entire thing. The map has actually never been overhauled ever in this game. It's the same map from day one. Back when they were only planning on adding like 30 to like, yeah, about 30 kingdoms is about how many. I think they said 25 to 35 was how many they were initially anticipating. And we're pretty much already at that point, which was the maximum capacity that the map was ever intending to actually ever hold. But of course, they intend to keep adding more every few months. Okay, let's go, and we don't have enough to... Oh, yes, we do. Never mind. We can go do that. We'll go get a green convert here, and that'll pretty much be matched. All we have to do is hit it with anything. So if we can just get our anything up... if we can just get an anything up, we'll be fine. We'll go get that. Just need a little poke of mana, and that'll be the last blow we need to knock it out. No, they're not reworking treasure map. Though they did say that... they said that they don't intend to ever buff the rewards or treasure map. But if they were, in any way, they said they would likely do it through a system where you would have to use multiple maps. But their biggest concern with buffing it would be that if they buffed it too much, then everyone will feel obligated to just have to do maps as the only means of obtaining resources. So they are wanting to be careful to make it so it's not the case. But yeah, they did say that they might end up making multiple maps a thing. So for example, they didn't give any examples. But something that they may do is, like, maybe you use 3 or 5 maps to get 2 times the reward, or something like 10 maps to get, like, 3 times the reward, or something like that. And stuff like that would be the only buff they would really do to maps, if they were to do one, or something along that line. Okay, let's go and one-shot the one that has Agile, so he doesn't dodge us a billion times over, just in case. So now that that's down, let's go get the last little bit of mana that we need for him. Go grab that right off of blue. Really wish there was a way to not block her, but we need to get rid of this guy, and once we reach 4 towers, that would definitely not be worth it. But we'll go one-shot the tower, still really easily capable of doing that. Take the skull, and now all we need is 1 more little poke on him, and we'll be good to go. Actually, 2 more little pokes, because he's about to get silenced as well. It's going to get in the way. At least we'll have his ability for when he gets unsilenced, so hopefully he doesn't die in that time. We'll go get another blade up, and that's actually enough to one-shot him if we do. Please unsilence. We actually have the damage to kill it out if we get unsilenced. So we get an extra turn off the cascade right there. Very nice. We'll go take a green. Get a little bit of our manas. Watch, he'll unsilence now because we have another way of killing it. Okay, never mind, he didn't. But we'll go and knock it out. And there we go. Do they give you redeem codes anymore? Yes. They still give me redeem codes. No, they're still giving them to streamers. Or at least they're still giving them to me. I don't know if anyone else is streaming the game, though. Oh, no, is there? I don't think anyone else is currently streaming the game other than me. And, of course, the devs themselves, specifically Salty, normally. But, yeah, they're still giving out codes. Hello, Calveras. Speaking of that, we'll have a code, yeah, probably sometime to stream. Well, definitely sometime to stream. I don't know when I'll be handing it out to stream, but we will have one a little bit later on. Okay, let's take the skull. No clue why he doesn't take it. The AI just loves to not prioritize Doom Skulls for whatever reason. though I don't really mind because that makes it a lot easier. We'll go and go for that right there. Get the kill. What do we need? What do we convert out here? I guess brown? Everything looks awful. Let me just take the skull. Go do that. Everything still looks awful. So I guess we get rid of brown then for the double. And hopefully get a skull right there. We had a chance for it, didn't get it. And that's enough to kill it out, so we'll just go axe him down. And there we go. You think you don't like the new star system? All things are mostly good and shouldn't be changed. I do actually hate the current star system. I don't know if I'll like the new star system, but I do currently hate it. Mainly because it just has an arbitrary system where it starts going by a different scoring system. Which I don't understand at all whatsoever why they did that, and it's really confusing, particularly to newer players. And pretty much just to everyone. But, yeah, it just seems so weird that after you get like 10 troops of a certain thing, it just starts giving you even less points. Why not just make it so you have to get more points per thing instead of reducing the amount of points you get? This doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, I honestly hate the current star system. The actual things that you need to do to upgrade it, I don't mind. I actually do really like that. But, the whole, just, I don't know, it's just really clunky. It's really clunky and outdated, and they're basically revamping it. And, I actually don't mind them doing that. It's perfectly fine. I just hope they do it in a way that's still nice. But, yeah, I'm actually in favor of them completely overhauling that. For some kind of different system. Yeah, we'll go, he has armored, right? Yeah, and let's just kill it out then, so we don't have to deal with that. Take the green over, take the yellow red, and I guess we'll get the weapon all the way up, why not? He does not get a doom skull or anything, we'll take the other red again. He doesn't give us a free skull, so we'll go one-shot that guy. And skull for the kill. Oh, never mind, he has 75% reduction. Even with 3 times more damage, that is not going to kill through him. Okay, we're going to need him to poke him then. Hopefully before he gets full mana, never mind, too late on that. Well then. He just got it. Okay. We'll go and he gets a pretty big buff, doesn't he? Yeah, he gains a lot of attack, though it's pretty small still, given that it's earlier on in the battles. I don't have any proper drop for that, so we'll just go take a red into a blue, or at least a chance for a blue. Didn't get it. Take the free reds, and now we just need to double poke him. We still tier the armor, even though he's barriered right now. So we could easily just go kill through him that way. Ideally, we want a brown or a purple here, though. I mean, a brown or blue, both the colors that he uses, which is why they're nowhere on the board. But all we have to do now is just go and axe him. And then go for the kill off of this, and we're good to go. Down it goes, and dead. Okay, so let's go do this next stage of 5, and then we'll go to the Griffling guy. Actually, you know what? Let's go do the pet now, and after we finish the pet, I guess we'll give out the redeem code. Also, we got our little bit of event gems, a little bit more event gems, and a lot more event gems. Very nice. Okay, let's go head over to the Griffling. This is a really important one. This, I believe, will be finally the first yellow I actually get to upgrade. Haven't used yellow pet food for forever, so we'll finally be able to get to use some here, which would be kind of cool. So go grab all that down. If anyone still has any other questions, things you want me to go over or anything, let me know, and I'll definitely make sure to do so. Otherwise, a good majority of the stream will be spent trying to go through invasions, or at least until we run out of battles, that is, of course. Okay, we'll go and take the blue right there. Go for the killer, and also right now we're just going for the little Valraven. I mean, not the Valraven, for the little Griffling that someone in my guild found. Just want to do that before I forget. Double poke him. Got a double poke. Poke, poke. Poke. Okay, how big does my finger look if I move it there? It's a big finger. That's a really big finger. Okay, we'll go and move that over. What else do I need to move around? Take the brown, go for Gorgolfa Explode. And Green Surge, get that, throw Apothecary, and kill it out with Doom Skulls. And just clear it out. Somehow not enough damage, but we'll just go into, I guess, the second Apothecary. Get that onto the green, and that should be matched. Clear it out with that. Should have Skull Alignment on red. And somehow that was not an extra turn in all that mess. And there we go. Let's do it again, and down it goes. Imagine you don't get any bonus stars from the new star system. I think they're still expanding it. What they basically described it as is they're expanding the star system to go further. You'd be able to retain all the stars you currently have. So I don't know exactly how that will work. Because if they're doing like objective things now, like you need to do this X objective, those objectives are probably going to be different than what they currently are. So I don't know exactly what they mean by that, but we'll see when it happens. There isn't really too much that can be said about it other than that they're adding more rewards to it. If anything, it is a buff. It's not actually a nerf to kingdoms at all. It's entirely a buff. Also, same as the hero class thing. It's entirely a buff, the thing that they're doing to it. They aren't nerfing them at all. They're trying to make them as viable as possible, actually, the hero classes. The way that they intended to really play this game is you using your hero in like almost every battle you ever do. But of course, these days, every legend and mythic is basically better than your hero, unless you have Dawnbringer and a few other niche instances, like of course Mang in Invasion and Raids. Alright, we'll just go kill him out with that. And down it goes. This week is about as bad as it gets. No, there are a few troop types that can be worse, though Wargares are pretty close to the absolute worst. There are a few that could be even worse, like the Rashkas would be even worse, as well as any of the other classes that have, or troop types that have only about 8 to 10 troops, which I'm trying to think of another one off the top of my head. A few of them that I'm thinking of have like too little, like for example, vaults, or not vaults, specifically gnomes. Like there's only 4 or 5 gnomes in the entire game. Could you imagine if they said, hey, you gotta go use gnomes this week? I don't even know if some people even have 4 gnomes, because there's so few of them. Not to mention one of them is a legend, and all of them are from Vault Key drop table. Alright, we'll go get that in there. Get the other explosion. And it's pretty much matched. Move the other one over. Grab that red alignment. That should be dead. And down it goes. Oh yeah, Merfolk's pretty bad at the moment too. Though it does have a Zura, which makes up for it. Plus you can always use your hero, so you could use some kind of a Zura team with your weapon and it would still be fine. That alone could solo an entire team if you really had to. So I don't think Merfolk's would have been as bad, or won't be as bad. Because everyone has access to a Zura in like half an hour because of our Kingdom questline. And all you'd have to do is use one good weapon with it and you'll be good to go. Most likely Mang, though you could probably go Dawnbringer or something else as well. And just solo the entire enemy team with that. That would work a lot better for invasions. And if it was Merfolk typing, then you would be able to do that since it is invasions. So yeah, I don't think it would be as bad, Merfolks. Mostly just because of Zura. If Zura didn't exist, then it would be. Zura is actually insanely strong. I was actually really surprised when they introduced her to a free Kingdom Epic. Because I was expecting her definitely not to be the free one. But they did end up making her the free one. She's currently the best free Kingdom Epic out there. Technically Rowan is as well, but if you're looking just for utility troop, she's the best one that you get for free, specifically from a Kingdom. Okay, we'll go and move that over. Take the green over, get Apothecary down, do that on the purple. And we'll clear that out. Also, I didn't mention it on the previous video, though I'm pretty sure everyone could see. We're getting that little unicorn thing on Wednesday. It's not really that relevant, which is why I didn't really bring it up, but it will be available on Wednesday. Most people probably already have it by now. It's not even that good of a bonus. I completely forget what it is off the top of my head. I want to say it is for Silverglade, though I do not recall for sure. But I'm almost certain it's for Silverglade, which isn't really that relevant. Unless you're running some kind of really weird Christine X team or something. But that did a lot of Cascade. And somehow we don't have enough mana to do anything. I guess we'll go get rid of blue. Go into this. Clear out the board. Create more blue so we can just go do it again. And let's match. And down it goes. Does Wolf-Garrick third trait not boost troops enough to use him? No, it doesn't. There are some circumstances out of the instance of invasions where it might be okay, but I would highly advise not doing it with invasions. The problem with doing it in invasions is, of course, the towers have immune to Devour, and almost a good majority of his ability is from Devour. The biggest issue that Wolf-Garrick generally has is his damage is way too low on his ability. Even with the extra 5 magic that he gets from his ability, from his final trait, doesn't really make too big of a difference. Let's see. We need mana first. Let me go move that over. Take a green next. If he lets us. Never mind. No green to take. So we'll try for a blue. We'll try for a green. We missed both of them. Go move that down. Get Apothecary. And just convert this over into a board clear. Is that aligned? Yes. No. Oops. Good enough. Never mind. Whatever it was. Close enough. We'll get that in there. And there we go. Let's go for maybe one or two more. Currently don't have it, so we'll just clear the board, and then just one more will do it. Never mind, we don't even need it. Gorgolfa alone will do all the damage we need. And now let's go get this Griffling, or at least a guaranteed copy of it, and then we'll go give out the redeem code, and then we'll go head back to Invasions and see what else we could do. Okay, we'll go and move over. We'll take the brown over. Go into Gorgolfa from here. Everything will shuffle. We'll go for that. I was almost about to take the skull as if this was Invasions. I do not need to be taking skulls in this battle. That'd just be a waste compared to just doing Doom Skulls at this point. So we'll go for another explosion to clear it out. And he better not get that cast off. No! That's like, wow, that's like 70-something armor buff. Like 73, somewhere around there. That's how much he just did to everything. That's not good. Speaking about not good, I don't think we have any alignment anywhere. Not even on Apothecary. So we'll clear the board again. And hopefully we have it now on something that is relevant, or literally anything. Doesn't even matter how relevant it is. Even just doing an Apothecary at this point wouldn't be too bad, just to clear out the board. But none of it seems to be next to each other. So I'm going to clear out again, because it's way too risky throwing one of the Doom Skulls against the final battle when we don't have guaranteed alignment, like right now. So we'll go do that. Could take in those greens as well, but it was more important to get this started. So we'll go for that, into another one. Into, ideally, he would have full mana right now. I could Apothecary for it, but we don't have any extra turn. So let's go and clear out the board. That'll be full mana for him. And now we have both of these again to go use. Got our extra turn. And no alignment, but I'm still going for it. Should be fine. There we go. Still our turn. And yeah, it's pretty much dead. Go move that down. And yeah, we'll go for one more. Throw that down. And that's that. There we go. Hello, Mark Punk. Welcome. Drakzoom Invasion will be fun. Oh, yes, it will. But it'll probably be nerfed by the time we ever get to do Invasion. Also, Invasion can only be a troop type. So that could actually never happen. Never mind. But we could have Drakzoom raids. That could be a thing that could happen. How many Grifflings did we get? 2 copies. One was the guarantee copy. Is that enough for us to finally upgrade him? It better be. I have barely been able to upgrade any of the Guild War related ones. And it'd be nice to do so, since Guild Wars, of course, is next week. Let me see. Bonuses. No! Wow, we're still so many copies away. We're 2 copies away. So we need to do exactly what we just did again, eventually. Anyways, let me go give out the redeem code. And then we'll go and mess with Invasions for the rest of the time. And hopefully it won't go too bad. Also, the devs should be streaming after us as well at 9:30. I didn't actually double check to confirm if she is again today. I assume so. Let me go actually check the thread real quick. I believe she is, but let me just double check real quick. I don't see a post on it. I think maybe not because they streamed yesterday, but I think she still is. If she is, she's going over the new Mythic coming out this Friday. And by going over it, I mean suiciding with it. Let's see. We'll go and... where'd it go? I don't see the thread. No one bothered... no one bothered... talking within it for the last several hours. But yeah, I assume she's streaming after this. We'll find out in a moment. In about an hour from now, we'll find out. But anyways, let's go and let me go bring up the code section so I can go give you guys all a code. It's just buried underneath all these tabs. There we go. Okay, let's just go do the next one down the line. And what on earth is that code? Taco is Bay. Or the way that she spells it is taco is ba. The taco is made of sheep, apparently. Well, we'll go do that. Copy that. Put it into the little thingy. Make sure it works before we hand it out. Does it work? Click that I'm not a robot. Click redeem. And processing. Yes, it works. Okay. I just put that before this. Copy it there. Copy the entire thing. Paste it. And there you guys go. There's the code you used on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. And yeah, your invite code can be found underneath this right here. Whatever your game says, there's what you put in. And the invite code is what was posted in the chat all the way over there or up there, same location. But yes, just go and use that, gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. This only works on PC, mobile, and the Amazon version. It will not work on either of the 2 console versions. So if you're on PS4 or Xbox One, it will not work. But if you're on any other version other than those 2 versions, it should. And it just gives a bunch of various free resources, which include 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And we have those during various streams that we'll do. And eventually we'll be having 1 per day soon. Currently we're not giving them out that way, but very soon we should have enough to give out 1 per day. Anyways, let's go. Also, Salty will have some more during her stream later on tonight as well. I'll be sending all of you guys down over there. We'll probably be streaming all the way up until her stream, and then just sending you guys over there for any of you that are still interested in watching. And as I mentioned, she'll be going over the new Mythic. I wish I could too, but unfortunately, only the devs have access to it. It would be really nice if they gave like a server on here that would be available for people to actually test, as well as for me to actually show them. But no, unfortunately, that is not something. But it might be something I might be able to coordinate with them in the future. That was actually one of the things that I was talking about them with. So yeah, hopefully we will be able to. That'd be really cool if we could start showing new troops that are coming out on, like, let's say, like the new Mythic on Friday or something like that. Start showing them on Monday. Or if like a new Kingdom's coming out, showing it like on the Monday before. That'd be really cool. Anyways, let's go and move the... What do we even need here? I guess we'll take the Brown over. Army of Gorbals. We're not spamming her with Army of Gorbals. That was last week. What should we spam her with this week? I want to do it around something based on how bad Wargares are. Let's see. We'll go and take the blue right there. Let's see. We'll take the blue, grab that, get the convert that we need for this. Actually, a really big convert right there. Might as well go for it immediately, so we can get both of those to full mana. And I haven't really bothered using it yet, but we do have a 7 gem spawn off this guy. Haven't cast it a single time, and also barriers every Wargear on our team, which is also one of the reasons I kind of want to use Fenrir here, because there's no hero class with Wargear at the moment. Not even the one from this kingdom. The Magrim Woods. There's even Magrim Woods. It counts as a beast, not as a Wargear. So there's currently no hero class that can actually assist it properly. But anyways, let's go and... is this not even enough damage anymore? No, it isn't. This is that really weird instance where we don't have enough damage to one-shot it with that, but we also don't have enough damage to triple kill with this. So, or triple damage with this. So yeah, I might need to consider switching my weapon or doing something, because... yeah, that's not going to work out this well. Not until we reach the later ones, at least. But at this current moment, that is going to be really clunky if we keep doing it like that. We'd still be able to win, but it's going to make it take even longer than the long that's already taking right now. We'll go move the other one over. Go and grab ourselves a... might as well grab ourselves mana, but you know what? Never mind. Let's go take the tower out. Go for all the mana we need off this brown. Take that skull right there for a nice hit, and go from there. So go move that down. He'll take some greens, he'll take a skull, and what else do we need? We'll go and... guess we'll convert all this over. Oh, never mind. But we need it mainly for our weapon, so we'll do that first. Now we'll convert it all over. And he get a pokes on it, gets another poke, and that'll be enough to kill. And there we go. No, Demon or Angel, nothing like that. Wolf Ganat. That one's somewhat funny. Let's see. Invasion phrase. Your Wargear wants steak. Or your Wargear wants steak. Wait, what? Your Wargear wants steak. I don't understand that one. Other than that, they're all carnivorous foxes. Wait, foxes are carnivorous, right? I don't think they drink, or as a drink. I don't think they eat like other things. Actually, don't know what a fox's diet is these days. Well, we'll go and take a skull. Oh, of course you would, Agile. We'll go and take that one out. Instant kill that, as that's the biggest threat. Or by biggest threat, I mean we need to kill it for our reward, so we don't actually lose 2 battles. Move that down. Obviously, it has no threat to us. It can't actually kill us, but technically we lose 2 battles if it invades. So we don't want that happening, obviously. Oops, I left an extra turn there. Well, let's go get rid of those reds. Get the mana we need. Could be a nice little axe hit. I don't have any skulls or anything to go take here, so let's go instantly. Oh, stealthy! Why? Why? Okay, we'll go take a skull. She not just has agile, she also has stealthy. There are several troops that has that combo. It's actually a really annoying combo that is pretty decent, even though most of the troops that use it aren't really that commonly used, just because they're not really meta, but based on their ability. But there are several troops that have both the stealthy agile, and that premise is actually pretty decent. It's just the problem is none of them have good abilities that have that particular combo on them. Otherwise, the troops would be really good. Especially if they had more than 25% agile, like if they made a bigger trait forward or something, like maybe a 30%. Agile used to actually be 30%, but then they nerfed it to 20% because they people were saying that was way too high. But yet no one uses the one that has 40% agile now. What do we need here? We'll go through that on brown. Take the skull. And dead. Yeah, no problem for the code. And there's our 2 extra sigils. Go into the next one. And is there anything I need to revamp? No. He only has a little bit of a silence, but that's not really too big a deal. Now once we get into the 4 towers, we'll be able to do our additional damage to every single one of them. It is kind of funny. These battles are going to start speeding up once we start getting to the higher ones. Which seems kind of counterproductive that would be a thing, but it actually does occur. We'll go take a green, take the red, get a little bit of our manas there. I think maybe a skull, just get that down. And we'll stick to... Oh, whoops! I thought that would drop into red. I have no clue why I thought that would drop into red. Fail. Let's go take that for mana. Do I poke him now or wait? I think I'll wait, throw Mang, and then go do that. Well, not Mang, you know. It's basically Mang. It's Hope's Crescent. I'll be calling it Mang for every single weapon that is set up like this. I will be calling Mang, by the way. Pretty much just every single one will be called Mang for now on. I'm actually going to wait a second because we'll be able to go and kill it. Oh, wait, no, we won't. You don't have immune to silence, do you? How do we play this out? I think we play this out by hoping that this one casts. And then we'll be okay. Oh, but then I still have to do it in the other order. Okay, never mind. There's no way that we can do this properly, so we'll just go do that. And he'll do that, but the problem is he's going to silence next turn. So my plan was to do this and then cast this, but the problem is he's going to silence it right now. So that plan obviously doesn't work. But we'll just wait it out, I guess. Take the skull, throw another skull item, or throw the full ability to go kill it out. Either or will work. Double check if we have any alignment here. Ideally we would, and we do. Go grab that. Too bad you don't have a cleanse on you. Where's a mercy or something when you need it? Okay, that dies out. Ideally I would kill him with that right now. Never mind, that works too. Okay. And yeah, I guess we just blade it into his ability if he gets unsilenced. So we'll do that. Blade him down. And dead. Off that ability. And there we go. What does the fox say? Oh yeah, we could go and spam her with that. Oh yes. Let's spam Salty when we head over to her stream with what does the fox say. That is perfect. Yeah, let's go with that. Haven't heard that for a while. That was like really big in, what was it, 2016? 2015? I actually forget when that like blew up. But yeah, let's go and spam her with what does the fox say. Not now though, of course. She's not starting for like another half an hour. Let's see. Let's go and... What do we blade down? I guess we get rid of his first slot and just work our way down. Or we could go for one of these two specifically. But neither of them are really that big of a threat. Guess if we are going to do one, we should probably get rid of the armor one. So let me go do that now, I guess. So we'll do that. Throw the other one in for the kill. Extremely overkill it. And go from there. So we don't have anything good to go move over here. Now we do. Go convert out the green to yellow. I mean the yellow to green. And then create even more green off of this. Which also mana generates back into him. Works out quite nicely. And then we just go for the weapon again. He did not get full mana though. I could waste my turn to go get full mana, but that's a waste, so I'm not going to. We'll just go and get the instant kill like I was going to do earlier on him. And yeah, pretty much there. We'll just need to go do the double combo again on that little guy. And should be good to go. Alright, we'll go take this green over, I guess. Grab that little bit of mana. Try luring him into giving us a skull if we can. Then again, there's actually not really much that he can even take over there, so we'll take a blue to a purple. Gonna give him... He doesn't even take the skull! So we'll go grab that. Thank you very much. Well, that's helpful. We'll go and poke this down. Oh, never mind. I forgot about that. Fail. Well, not too big a deal. All we have to do is hit him again with something like this. And take a skull into that, and that'll be the final blow. assuming he doesn't do that, and unfortunately he does. Too bad we can't do this on skulls. It doesn't work on skulls, nor does it work on doom skulls for this specific one. It only does specific colors. And down it goes. Oh, we get 10 gems for this one. They actually give some pretty decent rewards for going through all these little invasion things, on top of the ones that they would already normally give. I don't know why, but invasion does pay out a lot more. Oops, I forgot to take the purple. But invasion does pay out a lot more than what raids does. I don't know why they made it that way. Raids doesn't even really feel much like raids like it normally would in a traditional game. Mainly because you don't get anything like really unique from it. Because all the drops already exist in other locations that you would end up getting from raids. Okay, we'll go and move that over. He'll take a skull. We'll go and double combo out the more annoying one. That one I actually want to keep alive. These blue-purple towers are actually the reason why I set this team. Because it does full split damage. Or not full split damage. Well, you know. It hits everything with split damage. But it's true damage. So it would always proc our 50% chance to summon a giant spider. And those things are actually like really, really useful for the current build that we're doing. Because it will give us the highest chance of being able to summon giant spiders. And to just infinitely loop out the enemy team. Normally you would not be able to have a giant spider on this team. But we can do it by killing out first slot or any slot. And then summoning a giant spider off a 50% chance. And if he has true damage, particularly the split damage, true damage, that'll be the easiest way to do that. And that was kind of the whole thing I was banking on with this team. Okay, we're gonna move that down. Of course, we haven't had a need to use that yet because these initial battles are so easy that we don't even lose a single troop. Alright, we'll go take the brown to the red. Gets that. I guess we'll go convert it out. Why not? We'll get rid of purple. That'll give us the little blade. Tempted to take that skull. Rather go for the double combo, but I'd rather take the double combo to get rid of his barrier. So we'll be doing that. Take skull. He's gonna hit us for something. And then we just do this into the ability. That will not be enough to kill. And we'll just kill him out with 3 times off of that. And down it goes. And that clears out that set. And we get to a little bit of 10 gems. And now we have these 5. And that's about as far as we're really going to be getting. It seems like we keep getting like less and less every single time. I remember the first time around we were able to, or not the very, very first time around, but one of the initial times around, we were able to use the initial battles to get almost to the final ones. Now we barely ever make it to stage 6. Even though we have the exact same amount of battles. Guess we're just getting a little bit unluckier with the Val Ravens because we killed every single one. Oh, there we go. At least we're getting another Val Raven. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more luckier with them. Otherwise, yeah, we won't be able to make it too far. We'll probably just make it into the next set and that'll be about it. We'll barely even make it into 6 towers. I mean, into 3 towers. And there's no such thing as 6 towers. Oh, we're gonna move that down. Take a skull. Take it around to a skull. What are some good war teams to use? There is no good war team. But if you are going to bother using a war, basically anything with Queen Isabel into war is the best thing you could do with a lot of blue mana generation. That's about the only real combo for it for the most part. Do I prioritize Val Raven? The answer is yes. We can actually one-shot it, so we'll go for that. Take the skull. Take one more skull to kill it out with on the later turn. We'll want to use that ability again and then do the poke, and now kill that out. We'll get the blue that we need to go get it down, and should be good from there. So we'll go and grab ourselves a blue or a purple, neither of which are available. Oh yes, never mind. There it is, it's blinking right at us. The AI is actually trying to tell us the right move for once. So we'll go get this, get all the mana that we need now. We throw this on that, throw it down again. He'll get that, but we can't really stop it. And then we go from there. Actually, you know what? Let's take a... do we take the skull? No, we don't, because we get red mana. He doesn't even go for it, but he'll go for it next turn. So we'll go for this, kill that out. He'll take the red, baits it into giving us all that mana. Very nice. And now we go do the exact same cycle again that we just did. Except this time we also throw some barriers and everything down. So we'll go to that, kill that out. I almost feel like we don't even need this barrier guy, but it might just be because we're at the earlier battles. So it kind of seems like we don't really need it due to the battles being so weak. Or at least weak compared to our stats anyways. I know some early game players at this point would probably already be crushed by every single battle just because the stats do get pretty high. But of course, relative to our stats, these battles are still relatively easy. Do we bother throwing an axe at no HP? Might as well. I mean, at no armor. This doesn't really matter at this point since he's the only one left. Okay, we'll try letting him go for that. Oh, is there no other move? Okay, good. Never mind. I didn't see that there. And dead. There's only 2 moves left on the board. That one and the one that would have given us that skull. Yes, you have to win the battle to get the sigils. If you don't win the battle, you don't get the sigils. Do keep that in mind. So even if you see a Valraven, that doesn't necessarily guarantee you, even if you kill it, that doesn't guarantee you the sigils. You have to specifically win out the battle as well. Of course, you'd still want to try prioritizing the Valraven first if you can, particularly in invasions compared to raids, mainly because you'd automatically have the... Well, in raids, you're basically on a timer, whereas in invasion, it's not really that important. The timers basically kill Valraven first. Whereas in raids, it's worry about the raid bosses instantly killing you. So there's different priorities for both. But as far as invasions, it's a little bit weird because not every single battle ends up actually having Valraven. Once you reach 4 towers, it's impossible to actually see a Valraven, so you don't even know which battles are your Valraven battles and which ones you should worry a little bit more about, which is I still find to be really odd. But yeah, you always want to prioritize the Valravens. It's always really important, is the bottom line. You still have to make sure you win out the battle, but you always want to kill them if you can. Because not killing them is 2 battles that you basically lost if you didn't go for it. We're going to take the red. Go take another red if we could find it. Well, we have 2 of them here. It could be green as well, it doesn't really matter which one. Unless we can get some cascaded mana on top of it. Which we didn't right there, but we'll just go take these reds. Don't think there's much else to go move, so we'll just take that. Now we just need to get him to full mana and we'll be good to go. So he's going to do that. Double the effect if they are a Rashka. That's actually his entire team almost. So we'll just go take that real quick. He buffs up the one that isn't even a Rashka. Good job. What do we do from here? We don't really need those greens, so we'll just go for that right there. Hit him with 1 more poke to go clear it out, and then we'll be good to go from there. Problem though, there's only yellow left on the board, which I don't need. We'll try for the skull. Oh, of course it goes to him. Not that big a deal though. We'll go and poke him on the last slot just to make sure the tower goes down. And from here should be pretty easy. We just have these little 2 guys to go take care of, neither of which are that big of a threat at all. Only problem is actually applying the damage to them. Do we take purple? Almost rather take the red. We'll go for purple. If anything, it might actually mana generate more than if we take the red anyways. Brown, is it worth going on? No, pretty much nothing's worth going on. We'll take the blue. He'll get a shuffle that's actually in favor of him. I'm actually going to convert that out. Oh wait, do we convert it? Is it even worth converting out? No, not really. Might as well just take the mana manually. And now if we see something to convert, it'd be worth going for. Though none of it's actually an extra turn, so we'll just go for that. Take skull. Hopefully we'll have... Oh, he actually got a kill. Hey, we finally get to use the Spirit Fox. Took long enough. But we can go Spirit Fox him now. The drain doesn't work on the towers, but it's mainly just there to act as a meat shield, if nothing else. The main aspect of it that's actually pretty beneficial is the green storm, so that we can now keep just going into this, keep getting our green up, and just keep the board in our favor with constant greens, and just kind of go from there. That was kind of the whole plan for that. Okay, anyways, let's just kill it out with anything, and down it goes. Too bad Black Beast doesn't fit on this team somewheres. It technically could, but of course we can't use it because it's not a Wargear. Last week we actually could have, because it was Zhejian, but this week, unfortunately, we cannot. Now we're going to move that over. Obviously, Valraven, we're going to want to press it down. And we'll just take the brown. Go grab ourselves a blue, take the yellow down, take red. Archer Hero? I'm deliberately not using Archer Hero for 2 reasons. One is we have the capability of summoning a giant spider with this, which will infinitely loop with the Spirit Dancer, which is the main goal of this. The other is the 10% extra stats. While this isn't really that big a deal, we do have 10% additional stats from using this specific hero class. And I believe this is the only hero class that actually has 10% this week. Wait, what was the other bonus? It was... Yeah, because it's Wargear and Mystics this week. And no hero class is a Wargear, so Mystic is the only way. This is the only hero class that is Mystic. Okay. What do we do here? Let's go one-shot the Valraven. Surprised we can even still do that. Let's go do that. They're also starting to get almost enough HP that we can start doing triple damage to them. Once we can, that's actually going to be really good as well. we hit, oh, what is that? We hit 105 damage once we could start, once they have over 79 HP. So there's going to be a nice small window, probably starting tomorrow or early on Wednesday, either or, where we're going to be able to just one-shot every single one of the towers with this, which is going to be really nice. Unfortunately, we're currently not there, and I don't believe we'll actually be reaching it by the end of this stream. But yes, right in between the 79 to 105 HP range is when we'll be able to deal with these the best. Though, unfortunately, as you can see, currently they're not at that point. Once they are, it's going to be a lot easier. That's when these battles are going to be the absolute quickest with this team. Just need to get to that point. Which one is a split true damage? That's a single target. This is a split. We want to keep the split alive every single time we do these battles. It's because it's less threatening, plus it helps us get Orb Weaver to summon a giant spider. Of course, we need him to be dead. But, yeah, ideally we don't want to actually kill him out. If he happens to die, then he dies, and we have a replacement for him. We have many replacements for him, but we don't want to deliberately do it in most situations. Okay, we have our yellow archer turn, so we'll go grab that, get our mana that we need. Gives us another weapon, which we can go throw at him, take the skull first. Too bad there's no way to increase his attack value. Actually, there's Fenrir, but again, as I mentioned, he doesn't do it on him, because he's a knight. The Fenrir only boosts beasts, and that's a Wargear knight, so it doesn't work on him. That'd be good if it did, but it doesn't. A little bit of a weird synergy that they end up doing with that. Really wish he was a Wargear beast instead, because his current typing is useless. I believe he's the only knight under Wargear, so that doesn't help at all. Anyways, let's go throw this down. Give him the last little bit of his mana by generating it through this. So we'll do it on blue. Hopefully it doesn't miss. Good. And now we just take a skull into the hit, and that will almost be matched. He actually survives ever so barely, but we'll go grab that. And he dies off the skull. I don't even need to do any follow-up. And there we go. And even if we did, we have plenty of follow-up there. We got 6 more battles left, so it does look like we'll be able to go through most of stage 6. That'll be nice. Maybe we'll find a few more here or there. Try using the Flesh Ripper. I was considering using Flesh Ripper instead. Maybe we could try for tomorrow. I do definitely want to make sure I'm using this weapon for when its range is best. Like I mentioned, 79 through 105. The only problem with Flesh Ripper is I would have to completely switch my hero class, and it would cost us 50 gems, so I do want to try avoiding doing that. What does the fox say? We're going to be spamming salty with that, by the way, as well. But I don't know what the fox says. I don't even want to try to make a weird noise that would even remotely be near what a fox would say. Because it would be the weirdest noise ever. Let's see. We'll go and... I need to get this thing to full mana. We'll take the brown over. Ring ding ding ding. Classic. Anyways, we'll go take the red down. Let's go and throw down a double hit on wait a turn and then do it on you, I believe is our solution to that. So we'll take a purple now. We'll let him do his thing. And now we double poke it. So we do that. Poke it once, poke it twice. Take the little hit first. Throw this other one on it. That'll kill it. Get this on anything. Looks like yellow. Throw down again, specifically on nothing. We'll just take the skull archery. Go grab that. Of course, Adja. How many times has Adja triggered today? Feels like 50% rate. But we'll go, and I guess we'll just give him an axe. We need his mana to full, but we could easily go and just swipe for it, I guess. There we go, full mana. Didn't get any surges off it, but luckily we double cascaded it. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, how did he already die? Wait, what killed him? Wait. What? Hold up. Did it just trigger triple damage for no reason? Oh, I see. I see what happened there. It didn't trigger triple. No, it didn't trigger triple damage for no reason. We actually had lower HP because he knocked us down to 36. Okay, that's what happened. I was gonna say, oh, we could just one-shot all of these then, with that ability. Let's go give him some greens. I forgot. Fail. But yeah, he lowered our HP enough that we could just one-shot him. Okay, so let's just take that skull. And, aw, now we can't even see it. That's funny, now he's lower HP than us. But yeah, it doesn't matter what our HP is as long as theirs is higher. But yeah, that's what ended up killing out the tower. It threw me off for a second because that's the first time we actually were able to hit triple damage with it. But yeah, eventually we'll be hitting it every single time, even if we take no damage at all. Yeah, if you don't have Orb Weaver fully traded, I believe I mentioned that in the video too. But yeah, if you don't have Orb Weaver fully traded Archer is still perfectly fine. In most instances, you'd be wanting to use fully traded Archer anyways. As I mentioned, I just kind of want to use this hero class this week, just because this is probably the only week where this hero class will ever be viable. So I might as well use it. But yeah, you're better, well, maybe not better off, but yeah, definitely just use Archer instead if you don't want to waste the resources for Orb Weaver. It's pretty much the exact same thing this week. And in some instances, Archer might even be better. At least for these initial battles, it probably would be. Just use like Archer first slot or something before you reach the 4x towers. This would probably be a much better team for tomorrow. Really should have actually used a different team for this, but kind of too late for that now because we're almost getting to the point where this team starts to get really good. Yeah, this would have been a good team for tomorrow and the following day when it really has the effective range. But once they start reaching over 105 HP is when we'll want to retire this for a different team. Still not fully certain what I'll be switching into, just because there's so few options on the Wargares. And I can't even use Wolf Garrick due to how useless he is, due to not being able to devour them once we reach 4 towers. Come on, we don't even have alignment on this? Okay, we'll just move some brown over, why not? Get our greens over there, convert out these blues, and see where that brings us. So we'll go for this Doom Skull right there. Get a little bit of damage apply, even though he has the reduction. We'll go kill out the blue one and just double combo him. So poke him once, poke him twice, and I'll kill that out. Then we just have to go for the other two, do the same thing again, and we'll be good to go. Let's take another skull against him, and never mind. He's just, come on, 2 HP. That awkward moment when armor actually keeps something alive. Okay, we'll go and I guess we'll try for in-between skull. Didn't get it. Okay, we'll just go and grab purple then, I guess. Surprised neither of us have given the other person a skull yet, but we'll go and see what else we have to convert. Blue doesn't seem worth it. Brown... No, never mind. None of them are worth it. We're just going to do this on green. Didn't get it. And he gets a Doom Skull out of it. Ouch. Oh, and he has his ability up. But again, I'll wait until we can go remove his barrier before I do that. So, in the meantime, I need to somehow find a way to get him to full mana. One way to do this could be to convert something into an extra turn and then create the mana that he needs. Unfortunately, nothing is actually an extra turn on the board, so we'll just have to go and I guess this, yeah, take a brown. So we'll go do that. Doesn't even surge. But we can go for the convert now. So I think I will. Let's convert that out. Oh, wait! That is not the ability I meant to use. That is not the ability I meant to use. Oh well. Let's go convert that out. Get all the mana we need. And I think we just recovered. So all we have to do now is just throw this at it and then the other one, and that's match. That'll get rid of the barrier. That'll do triple damage, and that'll clear it out. Use Flesh Ripper and 3 Rangers? Why? Flesh Ripper makes sense. Why 3 Rangers with it? Flesh Ripper. Destroy an enemy and blah blah blah, boosted by the armor at 3-1. So yes, that's decent damage against it. But what's with the 3 Rangers? Ranger isn't that good when we start reaching these high stats. It's only 25 damage to a single enemy and then 8 damage randomly split amongst enemies boosted by the thing. Which is a total of, assuming they have all of them alive on their team, that is 24 damage split plus a 25 damage poke. So that's only 49 total damage. Not particularly high. Actually, a little bit more than that. If we're using a full yellow team, that's actually 53 damage total. But still, that's not really getting too far. Not to mention, some of it might get clipped off due to the actually overkilling it with a single target. Anyways, let's go do these last 5 and keep doing it on this one. Or actually, maybe not all the last 5 because it's almost 9:30. So we will need to go transition over and see what the new mythic is all about. The new mythic that she's going to be going over, by the way, let me actually go over it before her. Ha! We'll get it before you, Salty. Let me actually go over what the new mythic does that she's going to be going over. This is the new mythic coming out this Friday. Currently, I don't know if they'll tweak it by then, or she might be running a slightly different copy. Whatever her copy says is probably the most accurate. But according to spoiler thread, it'll be a brown, red, yellow weapon. A brown, red, yellow troop that uses mountain and storm tree stones, which is brown, yellow, and red, yellow. So brown, yellow you can get in Drifting Sands, and red, yellow you can get in something like Adana. As far as its ability, it is a 24 mana cost. It deals magic plus 2 damage to the 2 weakest enemies, boosted by all ally and enemy attack. So similar to that of a Tesla, it boosts basically by a stat that every single troop has. In the case of Tesla, it's armor of everyone, and in this Mythic's case, it is based on attack of everyone. So this could be potentially really good against enemies that have really high attack. The actual boost ratio is a 1 to 2, apparently. So that would be basically every 2 attack that is within play would end up being 1 additional damage for his ability. So let's say that there is a total of 120 attack on your team and 120 attack on the enemy team. So that'd be 240 total. So that would be... what? That'd be 120 additional damage. Hold up. Wait, I had to have done that math wrong. What? There's no way that's a 1 to 2 boost ratio. That is... wow. Hold up. Is it really that strong? There's no way it's that strong. Really? Like, we could easily have numbers in the 40s. Like, if we were using, like, a legitimate attack-related team. What? 160. Let's just say the enemy's at 120. 280. 140. That'd be like 160-something damage to 2 enemies. Plus, you automatically kill both if one of them dies. It does automatically hit the weakest, though. But, yeah, that would just make it even easier to you to actually get the kill. Okay, we'll have to see exactly what the boost ratio is when she goes over. I'll need to ask her during her stream. Or we could see it if she clicks on the card. But, why does that seem more powerful than it was before? Maybe I didn't look at the boost ratio earlier. But, wow. If that is a 1 to 2 boost ratio, that is actually amazingly overpowered. If that is the case. But yeah, we'll see. It's basically guaranteed double kill every single cast he does. And his other instant kill, I believe, hits through barrier because it's the instant kill kind of thingy. But we'll see exactly how it functions when it does come out. But yeah, that might be stronger than I even initially anticipated it to be. We'll have to see. Oops, I didn't mean to take it that way. I meant to take both the manas. Oh well, not that big a deal. We'll go grab the blues, grab this into a kill. Both those are physical damage, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll go throw it onto... oh, never mind. That one's true damage, yeah. Actually, both these 2 towers they need to keep alive. Oh, do we kill Sakima? I'm leaning towards yes. What's her convert? Let me double check that. It's blue. Oh, yeah, definitely. She's about to convert it correctly. So we'll go get the kill right there. And then we'll go from there. Go get the mana back up. I guess we'll do it just by getting the green converted. So all we have to do now is take a blue, get something converted off the board like yellow that we don't need. Return for us. Move that over. And... oh, also, I didn't even bother going over its traits, by the way. Its final trait is... all Rashkas gain 1 attack and 1 magic at the start of each turn. So he gains even more magic on top of that. And he even has Fiery Death, so he summons a Firestorm when an enemy dies, which is going to be ridiculously easy for him to get a kill. Okay, let's go, and... we have the double combo. So I will actually go for the kill here. We'll do that. Throw the triple damage into him right before he gets his ability off. Perfect timing. Go throw this on the green, get our ability right back up. Repeat it again. I'll throw it on his first slot. We'll wait a turn, though. I'm going to deliberately wait until he does this thing. And then all we have to do is hit him again. And we'll try to skull poke him. Didn't get it. Actually, we gave him the skull poke. Go take the brown. We'll go grab it at him again. Dead. And then we'll have the last one to take out. And we'll do that with the same strategy again. Just get this weapon up, throw it into the other beast, and I'll kill it out. No way to get this unless we get a Sky Skull. Oh, Sky Skull! Thank you. And now we can just go and hit him out with that. And there we go. Well, we still haven't hit enough HP yet, but I believe the next section will have enough HP that we could start actually doing triple damage to them. So that'll be nice once we do reach that point. So we'll still have to deal with that for the rest of today without it. Yeah, tomorrow I will be, I believe, running the same team, but then all following days I'll probably revamp it. But yeah, it's mainly just between that gap. 78 to 105 is the only point in which I'm really going to be running this team. Once they get higher than that, then we're going to stop. Okay. And this day I probably actually should have ran Dawnbringer. So if you haven't done your battles yet, if you have it, definitely just run Dawnbringer every single time. It would go a lot quicker than trying to use it this way. At least we got to test this team for tomorrow, if nothing else. And at least now we kind of know the general strategy that we need to be using for when we're going to be tackling it for tomorrow. So we'll go take the reg right there, grab all that free mana, take it for the Doom Skull. He gets a free skull out of it, though if anything, that actually helps us. If he kills that, that means nothing. If anything, our team's almost stronger without him. Of course, we still need him to press the damage on the towers, but we have so many summons that it won't really matter. We have 2 things that can summon. Also, one of our summons has a summon as well. A giant spider summons a summon, or giant spider summons something. So, well, this thing summons a summon that summons a giant spider, or a single smaller spider. It's not an infinite spider. It's not an infinite summon loop, but it's at least one summoner that summons a summon. So at least we basically have 3 summoners on our team, essentially. We have a Spirit Dancer, we have the hero itself, off a 50% chance, and we have the summon that this thing actually summons, which is specifically Giant Spider, which creates a smaller spider spawn. So we got it covered, is the bottom line. We'll go throw that down. Go throw this on the next biggest threat, which I guess is not him, because he's just going to get his barrier up, so I'm not going to bother hitting him yet. It's better to go more immediately for this guy. So go do that. Go get the poke on him again. That will easily kill it out. And yeah, we'll go do that. Down it goes. Whisper to Tacet the Terra, code still valid. Is it? Well, if anyone hasn't used it yet, it's probably because I don't have it on screen. But yeah, if anyone hasn't used it yet, there is the redeem code for any of you that want to go use. I guess that's because she expanded the claims. I believe they have like 400 claims now, or 300 or something. So it's pretty nice of her to go and start expanding them. But yeah, there's the code if it's still not depleted yet. Go make sure to use it. Also, with that being said, people that watch after the fact, do double check the code sometimes too. You never know when they might still work, especially if we give them out at like the end of the stream, because that means a lot less people likely use them. More often than not, they're probably going to be dead every single time, but you never know. Okay, we'll go take the red. Take the skull. Down it goes. Well, let's just get the double combo on him. I really wish this thing used green. It doesn't really make much sense that they added a troop that uses green this week, yet they don't give this guy the ability to use green. Like, this would have been such an easy week if this thing actually used green. But unfortunately, he doesn't. Oops, why did I not take that? Luckily, we hit the skull up there. I completely left the greens there. We would have won regardless, though. Anyways, let's do these last 2 battles. Hopefully, we get a Valraven on one of them. And there we go. Exactly what I said. We got the Valraven. Okay, what do we need here? We'll go and let's take the purple for now. Spider dance. We'll go and spider dance. What happens when you see a spider and are completely terrified of it? The spider dance. Oh, there was a spider yesterday. I actually thought it was occurring during this recording that I was doing in the morning. I don't know if it was that noticeable when I was recording it, but well, earlier yesterday, last night, there was one of those really quick moving annoying spiders that was on my wall. That ones that like make a lot of webs and everything. So I saw that, ended up killing it immediately with a little towel thingy. But then during the recording earlier this morning when I was recording the previous video, I saw something like scattering around. It's like, oh no, it's another spider. And then I saw, oh, it's only an ant. Okay. And then it was like, okay, that's not too big a deal. Also, that ant is very explorative. Is that the word? But it really likes to explore, that ant that was on my wall earlier this morning. It was going from my wall onto my lamp, onto the light, onto my microphone, just everywhere. Yeah, it was being really annoying. I didn't kill it, though. Only a spider. Sorry, spiders. You're just so terrifying looking. I try relocating them if I can, but the more annoying spiders, no, they just go down instantly. Sorry, they're annoying spider. Oh, speaking of annoying things, that's actually really bad if we don't get our ability up. Oh, we don't have enough damage. Oh. Ooh. We have a problem. I have no way of winning. Or I have no way of having him not cast. We have a problem. We still have a problem. This Valraven might have just escaped. I have no way of killing it. That's not enough damage. That's not enough damage. Yeah, there's no way we kill it. We just have to hope we get lucky. So we'll throw this at him. Don't you dare evade off a 30% chance. Okay, good, we're fine. He didn't end up getting it. Well, that was close. Let's just kill it out, and we're good to go. Oh, it should be fine now. Oh, that was really shaky. It's even in first slot, too, but then again, that's the only slot it can appear in, due to the other 3 being towers now. Okay, we'll go take that, take that. Also, hello, X4, welcome. Glad you could join us. As well as Gamer Simpri, welcome as well. No, I didn't spill any soda or food around. It was only one singular ant and one singular spider. It's not like a whole army of them was coming. I do sometimes eat in my room, but I always make sure to clean up and everything. Yeah, there's no food or anything around right now, other than a bunch of waters, unless they can smell water. But yeah, I have like a few waters next to me that I always keep sipping at. But other than that, no, there's nothing in my room. We'll go take that over. Oh wait, we don't even need that mana. We already have it to full. So we'll go convert that over. Oh! I just tried using that like an alchemist or something. I don't know what I was thinking there. Anyways, let's go. That was a fail. Let's go, and you can tell it's starting to get too late. I should stop while I'm behind. We'll go do that. He'll go get that kill. That's actually perfectly fine that he got that kill right there. I'll want to go and aim for one of these other two. Well, I want him to take some damage, actually. So what I'm going to do here... Do you HP buff at all? Yes, you do. We can actually go and one-shot him, as odd as that may seem. Same as this other guy. Wait, what's our current HP? He doesn't gain HP, though, does he? Yes, he does. Both of them gain HP. So what I'm going to do here is double-tap this guy. And then the other two, we can just one-shot after they are done with the whole barrier thing. Spam. So we'll go for the green here. I need this guy to go... That's exactly what we needed. Thank you. There's our giant spider. There was our giant spider. Come on, he can't even let us have the combo once. But we just got rid of his barrier there. We just go right into one shot. Now that it does triple damage. And we'll take the purple down. Well, that was short-lived for the spider. Hopefully we'll get it back again. Oh no, he's going to gain enough life that I can't hit him anymore into one-shot range. Oh well, we'll go move that over. Go do that, and he'll... Yep, there we go. We got... Wait. Okay. Apparently armor works now. I guess they changed it for everything instead of just orcs. They mentioned that they only did it for orcs, but they might have forgotten that literally every other troop has it as well, other than orcs. But yeah, apparently we still get the summon even if it's on physical damage. That's a change that they made this patch, apparently, because that's not how it worked before. Though, of course, I haven't used Orb Weaver in like a year, so who knows, maybe they switched it even before then. But we finally have the loop, which is the whole thing that we built this team for, which is kind of cool. I don't know how long he's going to live. He's actually burning at the moment, but we have our giant spider into green seer loop, and essentially the whole purpose of this is we keep... why did I keep calling it green seer? I mean, we have the giant spider into spirit dancer loop, so all we do is just keep converting these back and forth between each other, and we just basically get infinite mana, get infinite green, and you just keep repeating this until you basically win off of this weapon, and that's the whole strategy that comes into play here, and we just keep doing that over and over again. So first we'll clear out the board here, get rid of this barrier, and then just one-shot it. And then we can just keep looping over and over. Yeah, that's the whole premise of the team. And why we're using Orb Weaver to even begin with. But anyways, guys, I think I will leave it at there, though, for now. Let me just go do my dungeons real quick. And then, yeah, if Salty's actually streaming tonight, she should be starting in a few minutes. So we'll just end it at that. Let me just go do dungeons. If you guys still have any other questions, just let me know. We'll make sure to go over it. Griffling we already did, so that's nice. Let's go do the dungeon then. Just clear through these 3 battles with a quick Orb Weaver. I mean, not an Orb Weaver. Quick move out the team. Edit this, get a Firebomb in there, and go from there. Get a Firebomb, and we're good to go. Firebomb, and that's all we're going to need. Let's just clear through these 3. Make an official phrase. What does the fox say is the official phrase of what we're going to be doing for her. Let me go and let's see. Oh yeah, we could go start if you know, we could start looking at that too. If Salty's not streaming on a given night, I could start looking at Twitch or even YouTube if anyone's bothering doing it on YouTube. And we can go raid other people other than just her, like someone who has like 2 viewers. I've done that before when I was on Twitch too. It's always fun to do that. Someone who has like 0 viewers and just go raid them. But anyways, let's go and let me go get the Twitch thing up for hers, just so I can go copy paste it to you guys. But yeah, it's what does the fox say is what we're gonna spam at her when she starts. Don't do it before she starts. Wait until she's actually like visibly started. Yeah, let me go copy that. Mute it before it plays an ad. Did it right in time. But yeah, it's we'll be going there right after this. But it's what does the fox say? Question mark and Twitch that thing, and there it is. But yeah, twitch.tv/infinity+2 with the 2 spelled out as TWO is where we're heading after this. And that's what you spam at her once she starts. Okay, let's get a Rowan at her. Add that. Get a firebomb. Do I speak Spanish or Portuguese? Neither, unfortunately. Only English. English is the only language I am fluent in. I have taken Spanish classes in the past, but I am nowhere near fluent in it. Actually, I can barely even speak anything in it. As you guys can tell, I am really bad at pronouncing words. So, yeah. Obviously, I can barely even speak the English language, let alone another one. Oh, did she already start? Wait, she hasn't started yet. Her stream isn't even up yet. Or at least on my end it isn't. Unless I'm like so laggy right now. We'll go throw a sunbird at her. I've at it. Get a firebomb. And Rowan. And another sunbird, and that'll be that. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for tonight. If you guys still have any other questions, feel free to leave it on any of my videos. Wait, unless I missed something else. Let me see. But yeah, if anyone still has any last minute questions, she's still not up yet. So if you still have anything else that you want to mention, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow, just messing with the same thing again. Invasions. We'll probably have some slightly different invasion teams later on in the week. Other than that, of course, we have the new mythic, which we're going to be going over this Friday. Salty will be going over it now, but of course, she's definitely not necessarily the greatest at doing teams. So we'll see exactly what she does with it. But more so than not, we'll see her stream just to see how overpowered it is. If she can use it properly, anyone could use it properly. So that's a pretty good indicator on if it's actually really good. But yeah, if it has a really high boost ratio, it's probably going to be one of the most overpowered mythics in the game. If it's anything above a 1-to-2 boost ratio, or if it's smaller than that, then it should be fine. But if it's like a 1-to-2 or something, that's going to be way too strong. That's basically double one-shot every cast it does. And it's only 24 mana costs. So, might not be better than Infernus in most situations, but there are some instances where it's just going to be insanely good. Does she do invasions? You could ask her to. I don't think she normally does. And even if she does, she wouldn't play it enough to reach the harder ones. She would just be at the ridiculously easy ones the entire time, for the most part. So, yeah, I don't believe she normally does invasions. She's mainly just going to be showing the new mythic that's coming out next Friday. And of course, we'll be going over that this Friday when it actually gets released, as well as doing a key opening and all that for it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for tonight. Thank you all so much for coming down, and yeah, I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy your time, and goodbye, everyone.